Just a couple of minutes away there from what would have been a big win. I imagine that's a hard one to take.
Yeah, hard one to take. Really, really disappointing. I thought we did really well up until we scored. I thought we were very good. First half, very front foot, very intense in our play. I thought we put them under pressure. Felt a goal was coming. It's a great goal when it did. Then I felt we dropped our level slightly. I thought Watford came back into the game. That's probably natural, but I think it's not something obviously we intended to happen in the game. But we survived a few scares, got through that moment, and then came to the last bit of the game, and that's where I don't think we managed the game well enough at that moment. And then we made a couple of mistakes in the build-up to the goal, and that's ultimately there's such fine margins, but it's cost us the extra 2 points.
As you say, you created some chances in the first half. Joe Linton had a couple. He hit the bar. There was a couple of half chances for Chris Wood. With the benefit of hindsight, are those the kind of moments that games like this are sometimes decided?
Yeah, I think we would have loved to have scored earlier, and I think then the intention wouldn't have been in the players' heads to sort of soak up the pressure, but that's what it became. And with 20 minutes to go, I can understand it from a confidence level if you haven't won regularly. It certainly wasn't our intention. We wanted to stay front foot and looking for more goals, get the second goal to put the game to bed, but it didn't happen. And then you leave the chance that Watford can get something, and you need to be really good on all the details. We weren't, and we were punished. And it really hurts because it's so late in the game, and we believe that this was a great opportunity for us today. A
number of times this season we've talked about individual errors costing you. This time you benefited from one in a way, and Alan St Maximin produced a moment of inspiration to sort of put you in the lead.
Yeah, he did, and that's what Max is about. I think he was maybe a little bit frustrated with not getting enough of the ball in the first half, but certainly he does those kinds of things on a regular basis, and he's certainly someone that we look to in those moments to create or score for us, and he's on a decent goal scoring run at the minute, so long may that continue.
Large parts of the game defensively you looked quite solid, quite like you were sort of handling their threat very well. Does that make it all the more disappointing that the goal came so late in the game?
Yeah, I think if you look at their chances, they had a number of long shots, but I think the best chance they had in the game came from our mistake. It was an individual error. The goals come from probably 2 or 3 mistakes we've made, small mistakes, but mistakes at this level that you get punished with. So, yeah, I don't think we did a lot wrong defensively today, but this is the Premier League, and you switch off for a second, which we did, you got punished.
You brought Paul Dummett back into that defence today. That was his first game since last May, his first competitive game anyway. How did you feel he did?
Yeah, I thought he did really well. I thought he showed all his qualities: experienced, very level-headed, controlled. And considering the amount of training time he's had, he hasn't had a great deal, but I trusted him today, and he wanted to play, so really pleased with him.
It was a quietly effective debut from Chris Wood up front. What did you make of his first 90 minutes in the Newcastle shirt?
Yeah, I thought he did well. I thought he became isolated in the last half an hour, which won't suit him, and we need to make sure as a team that we don't fall into that way of playing, because that's not going to get the best out of him. But I thought he gave us a physical presence. I thought he led the line really well. I thought he was a threat. Every time the ball came in the box, I was expecting him to score. So, yeah, promising signs.
Is it about now just making sure that the players don't dwell too much on the sort of memory of that equaliser going in? And if so, how do you go about doing that?
I think it's important the players reflect and analyse and learn, which we will certainly go through the process of reviewing the game properly and identifying what we needed to do differently in this game. And certainly already that, I can pinpoint what it is. Then it's about building the confidence levels again and training well, and then going into our next game. And I think since I've been here, we could have won 4 or 5 of the games that we've drawn. Certainly that's something we've got to change.
It seems to be the kind of thing we're saying almost every week now on a weekly basis, but next week it's starting to look like another very important game, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's no easy way of saying it. I'm repeating myself week on week, and when the games tick down, how important they are. The players know that. So there's no let up from us. We know that we go into now another important week.